What's up, my people? Ezra Man here. RWANDA podcast. Today's guest, all the way from Jamaica.
Yes, I.
But they're not born in Jamaica.
So I don't sound like it, but yes, I am born in Jamaica.
When you put on the accent like me.
We're gonna put things on and take things off, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Jamaica's in the blood, but in Jamaica we know Africa is in the blood.
I love that.
So I've returned for where the blood come from.
So you can put on the Jamaican accent.
Sure.
Wagwan.
There.
Yeah.
There.
That's all I can say in Jamaican.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
You know, it's so beautiful. You know, welcome to RWANDA.
Thank you.
Podcast.
Thank you, brethren.
You know, and RWANDA podcast is a podcast to kind of when we started RWANDA, we kind of wanted to invite fast Rwandans
Right.
to love their own nation. You know, after all what we've been through, it's easy to run away from your history.
True.
So we're trying to bring people, our own people first, before we get people.
Mm-hmm.
Because Africans, wherever you are, that's your home. When I go to Jamaica, I feel at home.
Yes, please.
When I go to Ghana, I feel at home.
Right.
I see my people. So, introduce yourself.
Okay. First off, greetings, peace and love and blessings. My name is Marlon WEIR. I was born in Jamaica.
Aye.
I was born in Jamaica, a tiny island. Our saying in Jamaica is we little but we talawa. And this basically translates to we're small but we're big. And this is about personality. You know, it's about talawa, taller.
Oh, Talo.
Talawa, yeah. So people ask me all the time, like, "Oh, can you speak Jamaican?" Yeah. Talawa, yeah. It gets a shake.
Yeah.
They say, "Can you speak Jamaican?" But Jamaican is not a language; it's a dialect of English.
Thank you.
So we have our own way of talking, kind of like Nigerian pidgin. It's a dialect of English.
Listen, people, listen.
So when you slow down a reggae song, you'll be able to understand actually what Yardis, aka Jamaicans, are saying. Yeah. And then after I was born in Jamaica, 4 years old, my family moved to America, to New York, and I grew up there. So I have the Caribbean background. Even in America where I grew up, we had a lot of Caribbean community around us, so we were always immersed in that. And my parents would make sure that we traveled to Jamaica every summer, me and my brothers. So to stay connected to some form of our roots. Yeah, you know.
Back to the roots.
Yeah.
Hey.
And
My brothers and sisters, listen, man. Back to the roots.
Back to the roots.
That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because like our famous Jamaican national hero Marcus Garvey says, a tree without roots can't stand.
Hey.
Tree without roots can't stand. So one needs to know an inkling of your personality and your identity, where you're from. So for me, as I got older, Jamaica was the starting point for that. And because, luckily, it is a famous place with famous people like Bob Marley, like Usain Bolt. And
Rise up this morning, smiling
with the rising sun, three little birds. Yes, I.
Don't worry about a thing, eh?
Never.
Hey. Big message.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Yeah.
Sorry to keep on going.
No problem, brother.
Yeah.
So from there, even like when I was growing up, you know, Ezra, I had a green card. with my baby picture on it until I was 16 years old. My baby picture, I was 4 years old when coming to America. Still, I had green card, and it says resident alien. To me, in my mind, because vocabulary has always been something important for me.
Yeah.
Because the story goes from my parents when I came to America. I'm the youngest of 3 brothers. The trauma of me leaving Jamaica made me mute. I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk for several years in America.
Whew.
So I was listening, and a lot of the teachers from kindergarten on up would say that there's something developmentally wrong with your son. And my mother's an educator, and she said, no way, there's nothing wrong with my child. You're just not tapping into how he needs to learn. So I did speech therapy and these kinds of things, and I came out of that shell, and then started to take more of a education role of, if I can know more things, I can be able to communicate with more people. And from there, I think, is where it started, my journey of just like discovery. I always wanted to know. Like, my biggest fear in life is not spiders or death or heights. It's not knowing. I need to know.
So what's your fear?
Not knowing. I need to know things.
My people, listen.
Yeah. And I feel that if
when I say my people, my people, you know who are my people. You listen, careful. Hey.
Because if we, I'll speak for myself first. I figured if I take the approach of knowing more, I'll be in a better position to share more. And if you can share more, that means you can always add value to any situation.
Okay, done. Then, like for Rwanda,
yes.
For you to choose to come to Rwanda, and Marlon, you chose to come to Rwanda. Where does the trust come from? To trust Rwanda?
Good question.
Yeah.
I've never been asked that question in that kind of way, in terms of the word trust.
Yeah.
Mainly people ask, why did you choose to come to Rwanda? Why Rwanda of all places? But I like the way that you asked it. Trust.
Yeah.
Trust is quite important and essential moving forward. Number one, I've always been a risk taker, a bit of a rebel.
Oh, okay.
A bit of a rolling stone, unsettled spirit. But not feeling comfortable in my own skin, where I was growing up, where I was moving around the world as a global citizen, seeing people that look like me all around. I was lacking that, and I was yearning for that. Even I didn't know it at first, but when I started to, first from America, when I started to travel, I'd say I was in my mid to late 20s. And I went to Middle East. I had an opportunity to visit in the Middle East, Dubai, the UAE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, when you say Middle East, I think of Iraq, war zone.
Sawa. And that's what I thought about.
Yeah.
In 2007, 2008. Yeah. That's what I thought about. My friend told me that she had an invitation from a very important people to come visit their country, and she told me this place, and she said, I want you to come with me. You're a nice young man, you know, like she's like in her late 60s at this point, my friend.
She not been with you?
Well, she was my neighbor.
Okay.
So I used to help her with like mowing the lawn Yeah. And I'm an artist by trade, a photographer.
Okay.
So she used to do photography when she was younger. So she got invited to this country, and she said, I want you to come with me and help me, you know, be my assistant. And I said, okay, where? Dubai. And I said, no, Dubai. Never heard of that. It's 2007, mind you. And I hadn't. You know, a lot of people weren't talking about that part of the Middle East. They were talking about what you're saying, the bombs and the terrorism and what have you. We had at that point, we'd already been through the first Gulf War. In terms of America. We'd already been through the first Gulf War, and I think the second Gulf War too. As well. So again, all we're hearing is fear mongering. America's very good at fear mongering. And marketing fear mongering.
From Kuwait
Exactly.
Kuwait, Gulf,
Afghanistan, etc.
Afghanistan, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
So I was at first very like, and I don't know about that. And she's like, well, why don't you go home and Google it? And I did, and I came back the next day, and I was very excited. Why? Because the first thing I saw was this building. Looks like a sailboat. Pristine white building, shining in the sunshine on the beach, this beautiful beach. And I'm just like, this is a AI. Even AI wasn't big at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is from the computer. This can't be a real place.
Yeah.
And definitely not in the Middle East. But it was. This building was the only 7-star hotel in the world called the Burj Al Arab. Burj Al Arab. And I said, any society that builds something like that for no reason at all, I have to go see. And I haven't regretted it. I went with her, best airline, Emirates Airlines, hadn't seen that kind of level of service before. Just everything just felt very 5-star. And I wasn't used to that kind of life, I suppose. So, it kind of takes you by surprise. And as I saw it on the ground and how the Arab hospitality was, how welcoming and warm the people seemed, I just started to think to myself, wow, growing up in America, all we hear about these kinds of people is that the negative side. And now here it is. I see for myself. I didn't listen to the people who said, be careful, don't go, et cetera, et cetera. I'm seeing for myself, and I'm like, I'm having no problems here. In America, at least 3 times a week, I'd get stopped by the police. At least 3 times a week in America. For nothing.
True that.
Just for being black. And then here I am in the Middle East. It's supposed to be so dangerous, and everyone's welcomed me like a brother. And this is not just the Arabs. You saw all kinds of nationalities living together in peace. And I'm like, whoa, this is completely not what I expected. So then I started thinking, what else is just contrived? What else is just made up that you're lied to by society because they don't want you buying into other narratives? And I said, well, maybe the narrative about Africa. That Africa's poor, that Africa's dangerous, that Africa's corrupt, that Africa needs aid and all this.
That brings me back to why I told you, why RWANDA.
Yes.
Because, like I said, when I hear of Afghanistan, the East, I think of war. I think of bombs. So with RWANDA, we have a history.
Right.
But as someone who's been here for some time,
3 years in Rwanda.
there's peace.
Yes.
There's peace more than I've lived in Vancouver. I've lived in North America.
Yeah.
I've seen, but RWANDA has a lot of peace.
I agree.
So you as Marlon, as an artist, like to choose RWANDA and overcome that fear. One thing I've learned, you have to be rebellious.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So there's beauty. Maybe that's what I've learned. There's beauty in being rebellious.
I agree.
Because when you think of rebellious, you think, oh, you're being against. Yeah,
something.
you're like, you don't listen.
Right.
But the beauty of rebellious is like you're learning how to overcome fear. Things that you don't see.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
To me, it sounds like it's a testimony to that.
I'll give you 2 songs, just the titles.
Yeah.
Bob Marley song. One is Soul Rebel. I'm a rebel, soul rebel, rebel in the morning time. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Because there's a deeper meaning.
Yeah.
To a lot of reggae songs, but definitely Bob Marley. Yeah. Like, if your soul is rebellious, nothing can change that. You have a rebellious soul. And again, like you're saying, it doesn't have to be negative.
So you can survive.
Yes. You're rebelling against oppression.
Whew.
And oppression can take a lot of forms. That's one.
Wow.
And the other song is Duppy Conqueror, like you were saying about overcoming. Duppy is a word that we have in the Caribbean, which means like a ghost, something you can't see. A ghost.
And you're scared of it.
Yes, of course. Yeah, because it's scary. It's the unknown.
Yeah.
So the song is about conquering your fear of the unknown. Duppy Conqueror. I can overcome this, which is why we don't understand, we overstand.
You know, Marlon, there's a quote they say there's no prophet among his own. And I've tried to tell my people about that. But hope they listen to you. They listen to you.
Yeah.
Because when you tell people that come back to your own,
Yes.
be your own self. I try to teach people about self-made. Like being proud of who you are. You know? And this is part of the stuff that we really struggle with.
Yeah.
To really be proud of you, the color of your skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Itself.
Yeah.
It's big time.
There's a lot of self-hate within
Because
our communities.
with Africans, we breach.
Yeah. Yeah.
We breach.
To
We
be
want
lighter.
To be lighter. So as we cross for the break, I would love to our listeners
Yes.
to kind of understand why we're doing this. What's your call? Why you're trying? What you're trying to tell them?
Yeah. Wow.
Come back home.
Yeah.
Either Rwandans,
Yeah.
Africans, people of colored skin.
Globally.
We have to stand tall. You mentioned that earlier. Standing tall.
Yes. You know, be the best version of yourself. And don't think that you need to go outside to have that best version of yourself, because it's always in you. You were born the best version of yourself.
So what we're trying to say is that Africans, they must believe in themselves.
100%.
That's a problem.
100%.
They don't believe in themselves.
Yeah. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
Self-belief.
Self-belief. Hey. Anyways, guys, we're gonna have a break and we'll be back. Welcome back to Why Rwanda. Hi, why Rwanda?
Why not?
Ah,
Why not?
okay, why Rwanda?
Whew. How much time do we have?
Marlon, why Rwanda?
Yes.
Hey, there's Uganda. That's
Yeah.
why I was born.
Okay.
Hey, it's more fun. Hey.
You know, when I was living in Dubai, a lot of my friends were from Uganda. Even
now you see Dubai now, I'm like, I got nothing to say.
no, of course you do. Come on.
I've never been.
To me, these kinds of places, it's not about name dropping.
Yeah.
It's about telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah. The trajectory, the journey of how I got to where I am today. And to be honest, where I am today is the most important. The most important. I still take with me where I'm from, but it's the most important of where I currently am.
Much respect.
Yeah. So when I say Dubai, I'm like, hey, Dubai was a point in my life. It taught me a lot. I networked a lot. I was able to recreate myself quite a bit. And that's why I always tell people, travel, get out of your comfort zone, move around. The world is your oyster. And if you guys know what an oyster is, it's something like small, which means the world is small. It's not so big that we can't access these places. Move around, get to know different things, speak with different people, get different insights and personalities.
You know what I believe? I'm glad that I found someone who can say that. Me, the way I look at it, I say your comfort zone is dangerous.
Yeah. Because it holds you down.
That's what
one
saying.
place.
Hey.
It's like a treadmill.
Yeah.
Like a treadmill running in place.
Go ahead.
You feel like you're moving, but you're not going anywhere. Unless you're actually going somewhere. So I'll tell the people, go somewhere. Get your passport straight and travel around, move about, even go to the next town. Get out of your town, get out of your village, get out of your whatever, move around a little bit. It doesn't say that you're turning your back on where you're from or where you know, whatever it is, but specifically my African people that have left Africa. Come back to the continent today. Whatever you left, trust me, it's either different now or you are the change you want to see. but you didn't realize
but
it.
Marlon, we're conquered with fear.
Yes.
As beings.
True.
As beings, we're conquered with fear.
Yes.
Everything we believe in
is about fear.
It's about fear.
True.
So, in not being rebellious, not being okay, let's say someone who's is not ignorant, someone who's spoiled. There's so many of us who are spoiled. You're spoiled because everything's paid for. Everything's free.
Okay.
So,
but this sounds like a minority.
There's no fear because everything is being paid for.
Check this out. It's an assumption that there's no fear. Let's take, for example, just the other day, Hawaii. Hawaii is part of America. First world country. Hawaii had a fire. It burned a lot of things, a lot of mansions, big houses. Actually, California has fires every year.
Every year. BC,
BC does as well. Exactly, because they're over on the West Coast.
But they have, it's been covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insurance, whatever.
Yeah.
But insurance doesn't bring back your memories and whatever it is that you had. So I guess my point is that even people that feel they're spoiled, which is why climate change is such a big thing now. A lot of people are talking about it. Even people that used to say, oh, that's fake. They're talking about it because it affects them. And I always say that the only thing that's going to change the mind of the powerful is when they are touched by it. Notice, whenever like someone rich or wealthy gets a disease, cancer or whatever, then all of a sudden they give money to cancer. Before that, they never cared. They only care because it's touching them or their family. When it affects them, things change. COVID was affecting everybody. Our African leaders couldn't fly to France and fly to Europe and fly to wherever to get their medical treatment. They had to build a hospital in their own country. They should have done that in the first place. Why does it take a catastrophe for you to realize to take care of home? Take care of home should be your job number one, because the people don't work for you. You work for the people.
No, we met a few months ago as brothers. But the reason why I invited you to RWANDA,
yes, which I still haven't answered.
Because you do have it.
I have the answer.
Because RWANDA, it's Rwanda, but why Africa, right? And I deeply love how you're not only welcoming the Americans, what they call Black Africans. You can be an American, but you're not American.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Or they can call you Negro. And I love the fact that you're welcoming them to Africa. That's much respect. And anybody who's watching this, listen, careful, agree, disagree, respect what he's saying. Period. Come back home. When you come back home, that's where freedom starts. And coming back home means you coming back to yourself. For me, that's how I feel.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Coming back to yourself, the body, knowing that it's a vessel, being proud of your color of your skin, saying, okay, I'm an African. Right?
100%.
That's kind of the lesson I'm learning from you.
Thank you.
Come back home. Home, it's your skin, your body, your vessel, your system. Coming back home is being free.
In peace.
That's why
peace.
This is why it's why Africa or why Rwanda. But why Rwanda? Rwanda represents Africa because it's the heart of Africa.
Yes.
It's in the middle of Africa.
Geographically, yeah.
We want to shine and
Yeah.
shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
And you see the flag, it's the sun.
Uh-huh.
The Rwanda
so
sun.
That's Rwanda.
Yeah.
And people like you have a powerful message. And I would love for you to really spread that message, even on a personal level, even with the local.
Yeah.
And tell them we have to shine.
Yes.
Because it's not just in North America, even on the ground. We want to leave Africa and go to the West. But people should learn why you're here. Marlon, Jamaican, American, he's here. He's among us. And it is you tell the people, whoever is listening, okay, take Marlon out of it. Why should they really embrace? Because embracing is like saying I am.
Accepting.
Like embracing, accepting. It's like
Yes.
I am Ezra Kwizera.
That's why even in Black Panther they do
Wakanda,
this. That is the embrace.
Like embracing. Eh?
Yeah.
When you do that,
Mm-hmm.
it's so powerful.
Yes.
But we have no channels to go through to let people understand that, how to embrace yourself and how to acknowledge yourself. And that's powerful. And that's why one of the reasons we invited you is because we were like, okay, what's this guy doing here? What is he doing in the middle of Kigali?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He has no family. He has no people.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But he chose.
Yeah.
And I think it's a big message for Africans for all of us to come back home. I don't know what you think.
Well, we have to lead by example. So a lot of loud microphones. There's a lot of loud microphones in the world. Now there's social media and everyone has a channel, everyone's an influencer, and they're talking. People are saying things, but what are they saying? And even if we know what they're saying, we follow them. Which, by the way I grew up, my parents always told me never follow anybody. Never be influenced by anybody. And today everyone tells you follow the influencer. Influencers, follow it, etc. Anyway, I digress. So point is that everyone has a voice. And today the majority of us can use that voice and it can reach the world without so much expense like it was before, or having to know somebody or what have you. The point is that instead of just talking about it, like we used to have a saying when I was in high school. I ran track. And to pump ourselves up, we had a saying, don't talk about it, be about it.
Be about it.
Meaning show what you're talking about on the track. Run your fastest. Win the race. Don't just say you're going to do it. Do it.
Guys, listen. Win
the race. Yeah.
No matter what.
Because life is a race.
Hey.
Yes, brother.
What's Rwanda?
Huh? I think you're testing my Kinyarwanda. I knew it. You're testing my Kinyarwanda skills.
I'm not testing your Kinyarwanda. I'm asking you, do you know Kinyarwanda?
Gotcha.
Aha. Iki ngiki cyitwa gute?
Yego.
Cyitwa igisoro.
Igisoro.
Hapana igisoro. Igisoro.
Igisoro. Whew. The pronunciation Kinyarwandan is a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna master it.
Hey.
Okay.
So in Rwanda, what's the best meal you like?
I think before I answer that, I think Ezra's gonna be my Kinyarwanda teacher.
I have no time for that.
Okay, so what do I do now? So now our pieces are in the.
I suck at this game.
He's gonna beat me. He's gonna beat me. Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna win. Even though I suck, but I know a little bit of the.
Okay. So as we play,
Amaturufu.
Yes.
Amaturufu is the playing cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've heard of that?
I have now. Now I've heard of it.
Okay, now. You know Ubugari?
I know ugali.
That's East African.
Yes.
It's called Ubugari.
Okay. Well,
in Rwanda.
What is this? What is ugali?
It's the cassava flour.
Okay. Same.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Then
it's good.
What's the maize?
Use your hand.
The maize flour.
Oof. Trivia. I thought it was yellow ugali.
It's called
It's called
kaunga.
Kaunga. I have heard the word kaunga before. But see, me, I don't cook, but I eat. I'm an eater, so I enjoy.
You're like me.
I enjoy the food.
You're like me. I don't pay attention to that. So.
I enjoy the food. I don't know what it's called, but I like it. I like it.
I just eat it. The names, I don't care about it.
You know, I've been to some restaurants. They have like, well, maybe not this small, but they have little dishes of food, and you get a little of this, little this, and you know, all.
Have you done the dancing?
I have.
Yeah.
That's
What's it called? When men dance.
I don't know the name of it, but I know the style.
It's called Inhore.
Inhore. That's beautiful. Inhore, yeah.
Inhore.
It's like poetry. It's like literally poetry in motion.
Show us some Inhore moves.
Okay. So
you go down.
First, I think it's based off the cow, yeah? Based off the cow's horns.
So you go down. Hey. You see, it's like you're massaging yourself.
And there's one move that's like.
That one I can't do it because I have a big when I do that, when I do this, I'm like I feel like
dizzy.
I get dizzy.
Yeah. But guys, if you were watching this have not seen the Kinyarwandan traditional dance, you have to see it. The men, the women, it's just like poetry.
They do this, and then you're like, I zone out.
But check this out, Ezra. Like a lot of people, when they think of this kind of arts, we call it the fine arts. Yeah, they think about ballet dancing, up on your toes, and they say, oh, they're so graceful. To me, when I first saw Kinyarwandan traditional dance, I say, that is graceful.
Yo,
that's graceful. It's so smooth, and you know.
And then you look, it's like it drops.
That's because you're out of practice.
Myself, I have a big head, so I need more muscles.
Right. You need a strong neck to do the dance.
Yeah. But anyways,
but it is a beautiful dance.
Yeah,
I love the dance.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
For receiving our invitation.
Yes, brother.
And also, thank you so much for the teaching. You know, everything's about positivity.
Yeah.
Everything is about learning. You know, and I love how you conquered. I know you're on a journey.
We're still going.
As people, we're
working on that.
We're still on a journey.
Always.
Yeah,
always.
I believe, like I mean, even myself, I believe I'm on a journey.
Yeah.
But the journey of life is to teach. is to be real, is to be true to yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you're not true to yourself, is that you give false prophecy or lessons. And I love that what you shared today is about being true to yourself.
Authenticity.
Overcoming fears.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from you.
Overcome.
Overcoming fear and be risky, be rebellious,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
like listen to yourself. So to me, that's one thing I learned from you,
Appreciate you, brother.
you know, and much respect. And I hope more people that you meet, they get to listen to you. Because sometimes we don't listen to each other.
True.
Yeah. Because when you say something, you may think, oh, you're better than me. But it's good that what you shared is fundamental and is powerful. And whoever listens to it, they should listen to it with an open heart.
Yes. An open mind.
Not the mind, and also learn from it and say, who am I?
Yeah.
And that's it. Why Rwanda?
Whew. Okay, why Rwanda? Rwanda is a very, very, very special place. Rwanda has been through so much. And as I think about even my own age and experience in life, less than 30 years ago, this country should not even exist today. Definitely not in the form that it does today, with what has transpired here. However, today I look around and I see hope. I see more than hope. I see action, possibility being made real. And it starts with the people, number one, having good leadership, having a vision for tomorrow, understanding that tomorrow exists and not just surviving, but aspiring to thriving. Because we're not here just to be hand to mouth. This can't be our lot in life. We can't just accept that. There's a saying in Africa, TIA, this is Africa. And we have to really erase this. I don't even think we made that up. I think colonization made that up. That, oh, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. Oh, this is Africa. No, this is New Africa. And in New Africa, with the Africans I know, like my brother Ezra and the crew here today, and some of you there at home, this is the New Africa, and it's what we decide to make it. Traditionally, we respect elders. We respect experience. But also, we have to realize that the race is for the swift. Okay? So experience and elder statesmen, they can advise, they can counsel. But we need young people to take leadership roles. We need young people to be in positions of influence. We need to raise and nurture talent, because talent is all around. Africa is the youngest continent in the world. Rwanda is one of those shining stars of what Africa can be. It's like the promise of what our ancestors have laid down for us. And I know that we can all hear that in our minds and our hearts. Those that came before us, we're standing on the shoulders of giants. Even if those giants aren't necessarily kings and queens and all these things that some people talk about of just royalty. Africa is everything. Africa is peasantry. Africa is craftsmen. Africa is royalty. Africa is intelligence. Africa is education. We had schools of education before anyone else. Africa is civilization. We had civilization before so many before us. We had all these things. It got erased from us. It got misplaced in our mind over time. It got manipulated out of us. And the key of why Rwanda, because Rwanda is the one country in Africa that I feel is realizing their potential again of who we were before. Rwanda is one of those countries in Africa that I feel are on that upwards trajectory of understanding who they were, admitting the missteps, and trying to not erase the missteps, recognizing it, honoring those that came before us and perished and passed away, etc., but that are still with us. You can never take African ancestry away. They're always with us. But now moving forward together, there's a beautiful saying. When I heard that, I was like blown away. And I said, this is the place I have to be. It says, Turi kumwe. Turi kumwe, we are together. We are together. And I was like, wow, that's such an amazing statement.
Yeah.
And it's not just words, because as I see every day, I move around Rwanda and I don't see people getting angry with each other and pushing and fighting and fussing too much. And I see this clean place and security and safety. You see women and children walking at nighttime, even no street lights, they're walking, no problem. They're not afraid that their neighbor is gonna assault them or do some kind of crime to them.
You don't see that shit.
You don't see that here.
Yeah.
And within all rights and accounts where they're like, you know, a lot of people can do that because it's like, we've been through so much. Why should I behave or love my neighbor or what have you? But you see that there's community days here. Yeah, people exercise together. People have car-free days. They shut down the streets and people walk together. Even the president and the first lady, because they lead by example. And young people see it. They get involved. They're riding their bicycle. They're on their rollerblades. Everyone's out. You know, everyone cleans up every day. I'm always hearing brooms sweeping every morning. Like, God, people are so clean here. And even in first world countries, you see garbage everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone that I love to see other Africans come to Rwanda. Even I feel, for the first time in my life, proud of a country that I can say that I lived in as an adult. Because in Jamaica, I'm very proud of Jamaica, but I didn't live there as an adult. And Rwanda now is that place for me that I can say, hey, even if I hear people talking complete nonsense, I can say, no. I will stand up for Rwanda. I will stand up for Rwanda and Rwandese people because I know you. To the Kumwe, we are together. We're one. So for all those reasons is why Rwanda for me. I feel at home. I see my brother in you. I see my cousin in you. I see my auntie in her. I see my grandma. You know, it's all come full circle. This is family. So and I want to encourage. One more thing, Brother Ezra. I want to encourage people that are on the fence. And what I mean by on the fence, those in the diaspora that have had the feeling of Africa, I don't know. Listen. I heard this, I heard that, I heard that. I'm from where you're from. And I put my fear beside and I said, let's go and see. You'll never know until you go and see. Come and see. Nothing's going to bite you here. Come and see. Do your research. You don't have to just listen to me. Do your research. Listen to some speeches. Check out who the leadership is, what they've been through, what brought them to where they are. See that Rwanda has the most females in leadership roles of anywhere in the world, not just Africa. How many female leadership you have in parliament, etc. And as you know, mothers, women are the backbone. So when you actually empower them to be their natural selves anyway, the society is going to win. You can't hold back half of your population and expect to be somewhere. You have to empower everyone, the youth, the women, the less abled, whether you're blind or you can't do this, or you're still able to do something. We have to empower these people. And I feel like Rwanda is a place that all of these things are possible, and you can have an impact, because I'm all about making an impact now. I'm a businessman, but I'm not a cold businessman. I'm a warm business person here to make an impact and have an impact made on me. It's about equitable relationships. So even when you said teaching, I kind of cringe on that. I'm here to share. I'm not teaching anything. I'm just sharing.
But still, you can.
And I'm learning.
When you share, you're teaching, because, like, as my host, you're teaching me something.
Sawa.
As my guest, you're teaching me. When we're being taught every day, we're being taught. So you've taught me something different that I didn't know.
Student of life, lifelong learner, and that's what we all have to be.
Yeah.
We can't feel like, oh, okay, I'm done the school part formal. Because to be honest,
You learn as you grow.
to be honest, what did you learn in school? What did you learn in school? Yeah, who now after school can really
We
like
learn as we grow.
regurgitate all the things they memorized? So we have to learn for our whole life, come back to who you are, be very basic about it. We are. Yeah. Someone, I'll end with this. Someone told me.
Talk to this camera.
Someone told me the other day. They said, sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Hey.
Who is that mother? Africa. Mama Africa.
Aye, Mama Africa. Aye, Mama Africa. Thanks for watching. And
Peace and love.
peace and love, and hope you learned something. Whoever is watching, come back home. That's it.